Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ankush. Again, this is a day 3 of our series. We called it as a cloud fundamental. So in the previous lecture, we discussed about what is cloud, what is the difference between the cloud and on-premises. We have also understood about what are the characteristics of cloud, how this cloud is helping us to scale up our business, and by any chance if you want to go back. So agility, scalability, high availability, fault tolerance, everything we have discussed in the characteristics of cloud. Today's lecture is also very interesting because I'm going to talk about a different categories, which are coming under cloud. So basically there are multiple categories are there in the cloud, but I will try to divide these multiple services provided by the cloud into 3 categories. The first category is infrastructure as a service. Second category is platform as a service, and third category is software as a service. So these are the 3 important categories you will always hear whenever you are dealing with the cloud. Now again, this cloud is specific to the data engineer, DevOps, data science. Wherever you go, these are the 3 technologies you will always hear about the cloud. So what is this IaaS, infrastructure as a service? Let's try to understand about a first category. We called it as a infrastructure as a service. See, I will tell you one very basic example. You consider a situation that this cloud vendor, they are going to provide you a data center, and under this data center they will have their physical servers, right? Now who purchase this physical servers and data center? These are the one which are purchased by the cloud vendor. Now my demand is basically I want to create a multiple virtual machine by taking this physical server. So we called it as a virtual machine. So what I will do, now I have this big server, right? I will divide that big server resources into a small VM, right? VM1, VM2, VM3, and then I will take a decision that what are all operating system I want to install here. Let's take an example. I have decided that I want Red Hat Linux here, I want Oracle Linux here, I want Windows operating system here. So infrastructure as a service, in this service you have a control to create a VM. So basically you are going to create a VM from the physical server. Under that VM you are having a control to install the operating system. You can decide like which operating system you need. Under this operating system, basically whatever thing you want to install, let's take an example. Normally the database administration people, they will install the databases like Oracle and Postgres, and to this VM you are going to allocate a storage, you are going to allocate the network. So basically all the resources will be decided by you only. You have a decision, you can take the decision that to this VM I want to allocate 40 GB of RAM, to this VM I want to allocate 80 GB of RAM, what type of network you want to use. You have a control in the infrastructure as a service. So what is there in the cloud, like what these cloud people are doing there? Cloud people, they are providing you these data centers and this physical server that will be operate by your your cloud vendor. Second category which is very important over here, we called it as what is this second category, guys? What we say? The platform as a service, which is mostly used by the developer. Platform as a service which is mostly used by the developer. I'll tell you the reason behind that. You take an example in data engineering, okay, we are using a software, we are using a service called Databricks, right? So basically what happened, you go to the cloud and you will just select, you will just search with the Databricks and database will be installed. Now Databricks is basically a software, right? It basically a software, I would say, or basically it is an application, right? So you ask for the application and you will get the application. But do you know that this application is installed on what operating system? Did we have any idea about it? No, we don't have. So basically in infrastructure as a service, your OS will be managed. Means you have options to manage the OS. You can decide like which operating system you want to use. But in platform as a service, you are directly using a application. You are directly using application and you are also handling the data. Now this platform as a service is used mainly by the developer. Who will use this? Mainly by the developer. In platform as a service, you do not have a control on the operating system. You do not have a control on how much resources has been allocated to this application. We do not have a control over there. So you are mainly responsible to manage, application and their corresponding data. What about the cloud vendor? What this cloud vendor are mainly responsible? Cloud vendors are responsible for operating system, they are responsible for runtime, they are responsible for scaling. This part will be taken care by the cloud vendor. Normally as a developer, like if you guys are starting your career as a data engineer, we are going to use a multiple services including your Databricks. So all these things will be coming under your platform as a service. Third important category, again here in this category you don't need to do as something. Let me show you that third category, and that category is, we called it as a, what is this? Software as a service. Means the cloud vendors, they have already developed the software, you are going to use that, but you do not have a control to make the changes into that software. For example, which we normally use in like daily life, take an example of Gmail. So you take an example of Gmail. Do you know that which operating system this Gmail application has been installed? We don't know. Do you have options to increase the memory and all of this Gmail? Can you make some code level changes into this Gmail application? Nothing. Are you using this Gmail application to develop something just like Databricks? No, we are not going to use that. So Gmail is there, then we have Outlook is there. You take an example of this Zoom, right? These are all your software as a service product provided by the cloud. In the software as a service, normally, okay, there is very famous tool which I forget to mention, that is called Salesforce, you know. So in Salesforce is also one of the software provided by the cloud vendor. In software as a service, normally you are just going to log in and you are going to use this application. Jada headache nahi isme. You don't need to worry about anything. That is called software as a service. Now, like as a developer, if you guys are starting your career as a data engineer or mostly in DevOps, basically you are using platform as a service. Okay. Let's take an example. You have some sales team is there. They are going to use a software called CRM. So CRM is also one software, right? That will come under your software as a service. So these are the three top categories which are available in the cloud. And again, if you guys have any questions, queries, anything regarding the cloud, and if you are looking for cloud related training, data engineer training or any training, reach out to the Learnomate. We are here to help you out with the real time training. Like you might have observed all these things, right, with this video. Again, like you know, you can subscribe to this channel, and we have Instagram. You can check out me on my LinkedIn. Again, I forget to mention that my name is Ankush Thaudi and I am CEO and founder of Learnomate Technologies. So thank you so much. If you guys are interested for any training, offline training, online training, we have a branch available in the Pune location. You can visit us and then you can have a discussion. Thank you again. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with everyone. In the next video, I am going to come with again something very interesting, that is a video number 4. Okay, so if you guys are interested for the next video, please comment as interested in the video, so that I'll get the motivation and I'll get to know that you people are really watching me. If you guys have questions, you can use the comment section and you can ask your queries also. Thank you. See you again with the next video.